Hi everybody, welcome to Growing with LaZy. I'm LaZy, or Lazy Crow, Lazy Peps. Let's just go with LaZy, okay? Today we're going to be taking a look at this new quantum board I bought off Amazon. I need a new light just for a grow light down in my basement. So we're going to get it going. We're going to take a look at this, unbox it, and then we're going to set it up. Okay. So this is a LaZy-ily grow light. It says it's equivalent to 1,000 watts. We pull it apart. We'll take a look here. So you can see the box is a little damaged. There's a couple little bangs on it from Amazon. Basically expected. I ordered this yesterday, and it came today. So late last night, actually no, on Sunday. Sorry. I ordered 2 days ago, late at night, and it came today. So we're gonna unbox it and take a look. So you got some nice coverage. It comes with your carabiner, one carabiner for it. Put that down there. It's got our hooks and then a single carabiner where they all hook into. So it'll be nice to hang from our grow tent, or if we want to hook it up in a little greenhouse or something like that, which might end up being where it is. Then we have a little service card if we ever have any issues. Contact information's there. And then we have our instruction manual. Okay, so looking at this quickly, this is rated for 150 watts. This new power supply on this driver. But when you do the math on it, it says 277 volts at 0.8 amps, or 0.4 amps, sorry. 277 volts at 0.4 amps will give you about 110.8. So when we flip this over, we're going to pull it out. I'll show you this on the camera. Block my face, I know I'm not supposed to do that. So let's make sure this is the right way for you to see it. So you can see all the specs here. Okay, and while I'm looking at this, we'll turn it around for you. You can see at the bottom, it's got all the LED information listed. Okay. So I'll just read it off for you. It's LQB1 is the model. It's 300 by 240 millimeters in size by 3.0 millimeters thick. It's a very thin board, so we'll have to see what the heat dissipation is like in the tent, but that'll take a few days to decide. It does say marked right on 110 watts, so that's good. They're being honest about that right on the device. It's got 208 3030 LEDs. 12 reds, and then 2 IR LEDs, which is nice. So that'll give us a little different growing experience with this. All right, so we're going to take a look. We take it downstairs. Let's get growing. So we now have them both plugged in. We have our old King Bright that's in there. Obviously, it's a much heavier duty light than this one we've just bought, but we might use this for another purpose. So it's unfair comparison. But we're going to turn on the LaZy-ily, and then we're going to turn on the King Bright. So here we go. I turned off the switch. That's my fault. So there you go. You can see the LaZy-ily, more than bright enough for all of our seedlings, and we can lower it if we need to. Now the King Bright's going to be on fair comparison because it has a dimmer switch. And you can see the King Bright is a 240 watt. My plants are being blasted with light right now. But I would say the LaZy-ily is not bad for what it is. So we're going to measure the lux on it, and then we'll tell you about that later on, okay? So you can see the LaZy-ily is running here. We just measured it. It's about 25,000 lux to the highest plant that's right underneath it, which is pretty good for a little 110 watt Amazon light. You know, I'd definitely give it a shot. Hey everybody, I'm back upstairs after being in my basement in my grow tent. With those hot lights. I guess I should take off the hat because I wouldn't sweat as much then. But we did do some measurements, so it's about 25K lux at 20 inches, 21 inches. which was just the height I happened to have it at that point. Overall, it's going to be good for seedlings. You could probably grow in a smaller tent to full bloom, I would say, because it does have the IR on it. It's going to be a nice full spectrum light. It is only drawing 101.23 watts. They did say it's 110, but I have a showing as 101.23 with the current at 0.86, as well as the voltage running at 117.91 volts, which, you know, is a lot closer than a lot of other companies that we see that are saying they're giving you a 75 watt light for $49.99. We measure that light and it might only be drawing 16, 17 watts. And not nearly as many LEDs on it to give you that full spectrum light. As you can see, I'm not lying about the draw. That's the plug it is currently plugged into. It's my Sonoff down there. If you want me to show you some of the other little lights that I have that are running, that are definitely drawing a lot less, let me know, comment on the video, and I'll do another video on those, all right? All right, LaZy out.